Hey guys, I'm Andrei, a certified translator and a real estate concierge operating in Minsk and across Belarus. My company is relocating people into Belarus now for the last 3 years, quite successfully and officially. And today we're going to talk, maybe launch a series of discussions, a series of videos about how to sell a flat. I'm in my client's flat. It's a good guy. He is an EU citizen. He decided to upgrade and sell his one-room property over here in Minsk in a trendy district called Vogue. Park Cheluskintsev station, if you know the area, and I'll be using that as an example from his permission to show you the process, show you the property if you're interested in this property, which may make a handsome return if you rent it out. We will show you how it works and what's the role of the realtors, what's the role of the agents, and as sellers we're not going to use any of those. Just me as a translator will be communicating with the end clients, with the potential buyers or the annoying agents. Some of them are less annoying than others, and you'll see how it works and you'll see if Minsk or this specific area or this specific flat is actually meant for you. As always, many thanks for staying with the channel. Your likes, your dislikes, your feedback, your comments are very much appreciated down below. Sponsorship links are below as well. Let's get started. The types of flats in Belarus are, let's say, a bit different from those in the West, and the types of room plans are also a little bit crazy by sound of it. So as the man purchased this flat, it was already redone by the first owner. There was a slight redesign here. They added a partition between sleeping part and the guest room here, guest room merged with the kitchen. So technically there's 2 rooms plus kitchen here, like theoretically. But on the plan there is just 1 room, which is not really a crime or anything. It may be fixed with the local authorities. It may not be fixed with the local authorities. It's really not crucial. So we are openly advertising it as is, and many other people do the same, so it's not a problem. So by room plan, they call it Euro double, which means guest room is merged with the kitchen, and there's also a separate bedroom that's called like this. And it's a 42-meter room, 42-meter flat with a view over the balcony. I would say it's a perfect type for my kind of client, and he is a type of like IT guy, kind of youngish and a bit into himself, rides his bike and has his life and everything, and he's pretty heavy workload, like need to concentrate on everything. That's why the colors and the design and everything is just like the way it is. It's neither too vulgar, nor too hospital-like. It's just, I would say, it's just neutral. So on check-in, we have outlined a bunch of things that may be like wrinkles, negotiation points. There may be a few things that will have to be fixed for the sake of lowering the price. As we specified in the ad, the link is down below. You can follow the story. You can follow the story on my channel, Minsk Expats Telegram channel. There is a description of the whole property, and we stated that all the gear, all the equipment you see, everything that the buyer may need is actually staying behind except for personal items. For the price we will agree on, and that's the first crucial part I'm going to cover. The price is a really philosophical and yet very practical matter. It's the price that you put in there, it's the price you added in renovation, it's the price that the market dictates, it's geography, mathematics, and a lot of other factors in mind. So obviously, and that's strictly for Belarus, and I know it's different than in other countries, its starting price is not really the selling price, and none of them that you see in the ads are the final prices. You are meant to negotiate, you are meant to discuss, and in maybe 5 cases, in one case out of 5 cases, they would say, no guys, we're firmly on, let's say, $55,000, we don't give $1 back because we need to invest the money into that flat place across the street, and that costs just this much. So in that case, you are meant to pay what they are dictating. In other cases, you are negotiating the price. In here, I'll share a quick screenshot with the announcement in my group, and you see there are 5 downs, and I would say it's very illiterate and culturally illiterate to put it like this. I mean, the people are not happy with the price per square meter, that's their right. There's no arguing of that point. Point is that these people don't seem to understand that they are living in a different culture now, and we're like half Asian, and we like to negotiate, and things can be discussed. It's not the kind of Asian negotiation when they say, yeah, we'll offer you $60,000 for your $115,000 original price. In that case, you can just hear a very rude reply from the seller. It's not our case. But if we start from $116,000, we might say we may think about cutting it by $5,000 to $7,000 to give or take, depending on each specific case, each specific offer. That's just for example. And we will review every specific offer. We already got one single view with one specific offer. We didn't like it. But at least we now are trying to frame the demand of the market. And the demand is kind of interesting. This year is definitely going to be very interesting and challenging. After the evaluation of the property and putting it on the market, we also had some bureaucracy to finalize. When there is a foreigner selling a property here in Belarus, when there's a non-citizen, even with the permanent residency, like my guy has, there has to be a certificate of the income tax paid. And if he's a resident, tax resident, he doesn't have to pay it. He can sell it tax-free, but he still has to obtain that certificate. That's a bit of a pain to get if you go into Pervomaysk tax office, almost said migration office, now it's tax office that gives you one of those. And I cheerfully accompanied him in there, and blessedly since August last year when my American was selling an apartment there, they're the same guys who remember me as a very talkative and persuasive guy. You can take it as a moment of commercial, by the way. We got the certificate in 5 working days, and no, we did not supply any copies, any statements, any photocopies of the border crossing stamps, any mobile telecom company statements, not a single paper. We just said we wanted, we wrote we wanted, we collected it today, no questions asked. So the sale is kind of long-term. We realize it's not a bag of cookies. And it's not a very standard property, but it's sitting in a pretty good district. So investment-wise, again, it may be paying off pretty well. And we'll see how it works, just collecting the first feedback within this first month. Please feel free to share your feedback. Just try to avoid some extreme judgments like it's a crappy property in a ghetto place. Guys, leave these things to yourself. I'm not interested in that kind of feedback in my channel. Be constructive, be wise. If you don't like it, tell us why. If you like it, tell us why. If you need context, they are under the video. And generally, I'll be happy to keep you updated as the whole ball is rolling and we are making sure this property changes hands and gets into the ownership of some good, bright, probably foreign person. Thank you for staying with the channel. Thank you for watching. Ask your questions down below. Don't forget the donation links or the thanks button. And hopefully I'll see you in Minsk someday. The next expat meeting will be announced on the Telegram channel and maybe down below underneath this video. Thanks for watching and cheers from Minsk. See you later.